I'm a mom. I have 2 kids.
No
I'm
way.
always afraid.
Oh my gosh.
I'm always afraid of having mom hair. So how do you cut your hair shorter without having mom hair? Hi everybody, welcome to ET Style. I'm Senior Style Editor Marisa Runyon, and I'm here today with Justine Marjan, celebrity hairstylist, GHD ambassador, and you know her from her work on the Kardashians, Olivia Culpo, Ashley Graham, and we are getting a haircut today, and I'm psyched. A big chop.
So I think we are gonna give you a really nice, fresh haircut, and we'll take it about mid-length. I think this would be a really flattering length on you, and just something right below the collarbones. This is a universally flattering length that looks good on everyone.
How do you cut your hair shorter without having mom hair?
I think the key is not to overlayer it so that you still have a really modern blunt ends, and then to give you some nice face framing layers and to keep it blunt and even from the back to the front. So we'll avoid any A-line for this and just keep it really modern and fresh and clean.
Cool, I love it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start by blow drying your hair smooth so we can make sure everything's even, and then we'll cut it smooth and then go ahead and style it.
Oh, look how smooth. I have like a sheet of hair right now.
I know,
so much
literally, it's so long and straight. So now that your hair is blow dried super sleek using the GHD Air Blow Dryer, we are gonna go ahead and take off some length so that you've got a nice, fresh haircut. And we're gonna take it right below the collarbones, give you nice blunt ends with a little bit of texture so that you can flip it around and have something that's fun and playful.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I haven't cut my hair short in like 8 years.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I'm so excited.
Big things are happening.
I love cutting people's hair short. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Really?
I'm like the only hairstylist that'll convince everyone to cut their hair short.
I watched, I think it was Ashley Graham's Insta story at the Met Gala, and you gave her a fresh haircut that day.
Yes, that was so
amazing.
fun and such a good fresh look for her. So we're gonna take probably almost 5 inches off.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and use a razor to take off the length so that you have the ends a little bit more lived in, so it doesn't look super thick at the bottom. And this will give the illusion of having layers without me having to actually layer it a ton.
Oh. See, that's what I always wonder. If you want this kind of a cut, what do you tell your stylist?
I think you tell them you want to maintain fullness, but you still want there to be texture and movement. And so that's why I'm cutting it with a razor. So we can still get that blunt effect without over cutting into the hair to get movement. I'm so excited to take your hair short because I just feel like this will give you a more modern, fresh style, and short hair is always like a built-in look. It's not like you have to do a ton to style it, but it still feels chic and like you did something to it.
I'm so here for it.
Okay, so in the front, I'm just gonna keep this really blunt. So from the back to the front, everything is even.
I already feel lighter.
Totally.
It's so much hair. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Short hair club. Okay, and then I'm gonna layer the ends a little bit so you have some movement.
So that's really the look here. It's blunt and it's all one length. It's not like a big layered situation.
It's more like the illusion of one length. I mean, I'm still layering it a little bit on the ends just to lighten it up because no one wants like triangle head.
Right.
So that just makes it fall a little bit more flattering. Are you nervous?
No, it's you. I'm so lucky.
Yay.
I'm like, do whatever you want to my head.
And then I want to see a little bit of face framing here. So I'm gonna just cut around your face to open it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my shears and detail the cut a little bit. So I do the base cut with the razor, and then I'll do the rest of the cut with the shears.
Oh, your scissors gold?
Yeah.
Nice.
Cool,
You have
right?
extra scissors.
They're so extra. Okay, and then now I'm gonna go in with the thinning shears just to lighten up the ends a little bit.
How often do you think people should be getting their hair cut, especially to maintain a short haircut?
For short hair, you do want to get it cut more often if you're trying to maintain the length, but it really just depends on how fast your hair grows. So for short hair, probably every 2 months. For longer lengths, you can go longer if think you can go probably 4 to 6 months depending on how well you're taking care of your hair if you have longer hair and you're not concerned about the length. But if you're using good products and tools, then you shouldn't have to cut it too often.
Oh my gosh! I love it.
Does it feel lighter?
It feels so much lighter.
Super cute. And then if we want to flip it around, yeah, you've got some great texture there.
Amazing.
And this is what I love about a lob and a mid-length cut is that it still feels like you have a lot of hair. It doesn't feel like you have no hair on your head, and you can still flip it around side to side and still get that, you know, that sexy feeling of long hair.
And put it up. Definitely get a shot of the floor.
There's so much hair.
Oh my God. It's like a small puppy. And your amazing shoes. Shout out to your amazing shoes.
Pretty. I love this.
I love this.
It's super fresh.
I'm so excited. And this is just blown out and it already looks like it has texture in it.
Exactly. So I think even if you let it air dry, you would still have some nice movement in your hair.
Amazing.
But for today, I think we should go in and give you a little bit of a wave and style.
Great.
So I'm gonna go ahead and prep with a texture spray. So I'm gonna go in with the GHD Classic Curl Iron and just give you a nice effortless wave. Kind of that cool girl California wave.
So much effort to look effortless.
Exactly. So I like to I split this up into 2 sections, and then I take kind of long vertical sections right in front of the ear. And then I like to hit the iron at the root and drag it down so the roots are really smooth. And then I'll wrap the hair around the iron and twist it up. Let it heat up the hair for a second, then release it, drag it down, twist, and release so the ends are straight. And then it looks kind of crazy right now, but then we just break that up with our hands. And it's very effortless and cool. So then on the next piece, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm gonna rotate the iron in the opposite direction. And then around the face, I do the same thing, but I like both sides to kind of wind away from the face so it opens up your features. And then I kind of think about what facial features you want to open up with the iron, and that's where I'll start the first curl. So I want to see like a wave right around your eye and cheekbone to kind of open up the bottom half of your face. So I'm going to hit the iron at the root, drag it towards the face, wind it up right where I want to see it open up around your face, let it heat up the hair for a moment, release, and then drag.
That's so smart. So you're not getting like a ringlet that way.
Exactly, yeah, it just kind of opens it up a little bit, that nice wave.
I'm actually curious, what on earth is your day-to-day like? Because you're working with some of the busiest women in Hollywood and you're traveling around with them. So, like, what's a week like for you?
I would say that there is no day-to-day. Every day is different, and you just have to be able to kind of adapt and change and meet whatever you're greeted with that day.
Does everyone give you enough time to get them ready?
Sometimes you have, 4 hours, sometimes you have 15 minutes. So you just have to be able to be really adaptable and be able to work with the situation that you're given. Look at me real quick. Pretty. So now I'm gonna go in with the Way Dry Texture Foam. And this will just give it a little bit more of like a gritty texture, because right now you have such shiny, silky hair, which is great. But just for this look, I want it to feel a little bit more lived in.
Good job there. Ooh.
Okay, and then I'm just massaging this into the roots. It's like a mousse, and then it dries as you work it through the hair.
And if you guys have never used Way products before, they smell so good.
They smell so good. And then what I like to do on the sides is I grab everything on one side, twist it away from the face, and then I just work the extra product through the ends by rubbing my palms together.
Oh, I like that trick.
Yeah, it makes it really easy, and then it feels a little bit less perfect. This is called butterflying. I kind of shake out the hair and release it as I work it.
I love that. What are your rules about washing your hair? How often do you think someone should wash their hair?
That is something that people ask me all the time. And
really?
The only rule is to wash it when it feels dirty. Everyone's hair is different. Everyone's scalp produces different amounts of oil. So there's not really a rule because everyone's head's gonna be different.
Right.
But if it feels dirty, wash it. If it doesn't, don't.
I like that rule. That's a simple rule.
And then I'm just finishing the look with the Tresemme Micro Mist Hairspray and Extend. This is a stronghold hairspray. And then I always like to massage the roots because that just gives a little bit of lift and texture at the roots.
I'm also loving that.
Yeah, and it feels
I'm just
good.
gonna be like, ah.
No one's gonna complain about that. All right, and that is
Oh
our
my
final
goodness.
look. Fresh, new, modern lob haircut.
I feel just like a Kardashian.
You could be.
I mean, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
so
This
great
is
to see
so
you.
amazing. I love
Hope
this.
you love it.
I feel fresh. I feel lighter.
Yeah, it is lighter. Yeah.
It's, you said like 5 inches of hair. It's
Yeah,
all over
exactly.
the
I
floor
know.
here in the studio. This is, look, I'm like grabbing for phantom hair. I love this. This is so great. I feel awesome. And now you guys know exactly what to ask for if you want to try this haircut. And don't forget to subscribe to ET Style for more fashion and beauty inspiration every single day. And we'll see you next time.